morning. Well, Jaden and I are out in Colorado today, and we're moving pastures. And a lot of cows have already moved, but anyway, we're gonna clean up, and it's already time to move pastures for the first time. So that's what we're doing, and we got lots of riding and lots of fence fixing this week. So ought to be a good week. Hope you enjoy the video. Got the dogs with me today, which is good. Get them out and get them working a little bit. The way things work out here in Colorado, and I think most places, is you have a date that you need to have your pastures moved, and they give you 2 or 3 days on each side of that date. And so we usually will open the gates a day or two before the move, and then we work on getting cows through those gates for 4 or 5 days, and then come back and really clean it out good and then close the gates behind us. That's kind of how that works. And so we opened the gates out here last Friday as we were leaving. Our move date is today, which is Monday, and most of the cows are going to be already kind of up and through the country, and so we're just kind of cleaning things up now. But that's kind of how things work out here. And it was good to get them moved. We had that rain over the weekend, and boy, the grass is going to come back, and it's just going to be really good. So going to be all right to have everything moved and into the next pasture. Okay, we found one lone bull hiding down here, and so we're going to see if we can get him out, get him up the road. I know this bull, and he can be a little bit ornery, so I'm hoping that we don't get in a fight. He's not acting like he wants to go. We'll see if we can get him to drive out. Come on, bull, hey! Hey, come on, bull, hey! Come on, get up the road, hey! Kind of hot, and I don't know if he wants to drive out, but anyway, we'll see if we can get him. But I'm going to be a little bit careful with him. I've had him get after me before on my horse, and he kind of gets a little ornery. Hey, bull, hey, bull, hey, bull, hey, bull, hey, bull, hey, bull, let's go, let's go, let's go. Stay back, dogs. Stay back. That's good. Oh, Lou, she wants to work. But she's turning him the wrong way. Hey, George, get back. I got Jaden over here to help me with him because he was kind of fighting me in the brush, and we kind of got him lined out, and we're staying back off of him a little ways. He just is driving a little better that way, so well, we're gonna get him. Don't know what he's doing down here all by himself. Definitely not breeding any cows, that's for sure. Hey, bull. Hey, bull. Hey, bull. Hey, bull. Hey, bull. Hey, bull. Okay, we're getting him up the road. Jaden's working on him, and I look over here in the trees and I can see another bull over here, so I'm gonna ride over and get him too. All right, come up in here to a little pond way up in the corner of this pasture and found a few cows up here too. So we'll get them over and get them through the gate and headed the right direction. right, got them through the gate now, right pasture. So we are good to go. We're gonna go ride another little place and see if we can find any more. Okay, riding. We just barely put those cows through the gate, rode down here 200 or 300 yards, and here's another bull. So it looks like the cows left and the bulls stayed here. Dang things. Anyway, we'll get him out and put him down the road through the gate. All right, we usually put dogs in the horse trailer, but we're leaving the horse trailer up here. So we got our dogs tied on the back. Hope that works. Also picking up our water pump because we are done hauling water because all the pastures have good water in them. This is a really cool little pond right here by camp. Hey, it's a new day and we are back out in Colorado again today. We had to go in last night, but we came back out today to work on fence. We got most of those cows found and moved yesterday. We might be short a few, but not very many. So it's a good day to hit this fence again. And so that's what we're doing. Jaden's carrying a bunch of supplies in and I am walking, which isn't hurting me at all. But anyway, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to run our first wire and put a gate in. So we'll see how all that goes. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to make this gate that goes from that post there to this first H brace. And we'll kind of show you how we do that. Okay, so here's the gate finished. And it's not super tight. We don't like to do them tight because this is what we learn. When people come through this gate and if it's tight and they have a hard time closing it, they will leave it open. And so we got to make it where it's easy to close, but yet still keeps the cows where they're supposed to be. Anyway, so that's the gate. Now we're going to run our first bottom wire. So here's what it looks like when we ran 2 wires and we've put in a few T-posts. And we've got to put stays in between these T-posts. And what you do on a laydown fence is you do that. I'll show you when we get the other wires up. But we're about to call it for a day. We're going to cut a few stays, but then we're going to call it and we'll start it again tomorrow. Okay, got back to camp and Jade and I are spending the night tonight. But I want to fly the drone for a minute, give you a bird's eye view of what our camp looks like. And then Jaden and I have got to run out and move some of the neighbors' cows out of our pasture. They told us that the cows would be in there. Somebody left the gate open down the country a little ways and some cows got in. So anyway, they showed up and so we're going to go move them this evening. Here's our neighbor's cows that are in our pasture here. There's 5 pair. We're just going to get around them and take them through a gate, and then we've got to push them about a mile down a draw to get them in the right pasture. So anyway, that's what we're going to do this evening. All right, getting them up this fence line here, and then over here in this draw, there's a gate with a pond, and we'll put them back where they're supposed to be. Jaden, he likes riding in the brush. Okay, got them to the gate, and there's the pond down there, and I can see cows down there on that pond, so this is the right place. We'll put these cows through here, and they'll be back where they're supposed to be. All right, turn around, hey! Turn around, hey! Go on, go through the gate, hey! Go on. Good deal, all right. Head back to camp and get some dinner going. Found a little baby deer. There's actually twins. One there. One right there. Okay, headed back in to work on fence this morning. Kind of overcast and humid. Feels like we could really get wet. We'll work on it till it starts raining anyway. We've got this section of fence done. We've been working at it all day so far, and got it done. So that kind of shows you what it's like when it's all finished. You can see way up there. So this is what's called laydown fence, and it's built just a little bit different. The reason we make laydown fence is because when you're in an area where you got heavy snow, that heavy snow will break your fence, and so they lay it down in the fall and then stand it back up in the spring, and it just saves you a lot of work. But so the only difference is that post right there hooks on just a little bit different. Hooks on the bottom and hooks on the top, but it's made so that you can undo it and lay it down. And then your wires, you set these metal T-posts like this, and then one wire goes over the top and these two on the side and one on the bottom, just the opposite. And then when I'm ready to take it down, I just lift this barbed wire over the top of that and it'll just lay the whole fence down. We just walk down the fence and lay it down. And it takes a little bit to lay it down and to stand it up, but it sure is a lot better than rebuilding fence every year over and over and over again. Anyway, so there you go. Hey, good morning. We are not fixing fence today, or building fence. We're taking a break. Jaden and I both need a break. We were pretty wore out yesterday and we're sore today. So we have some riding that we need to do. And so we're back out here in Colorado. We have cows that have gotten up one pasture on us that they're not supposed to be there. Not a lot of cows, but no, 15 or 20 that we saw. So we're going to get them today, but first we're going to go ride the fence and see where they broke it and got through. And the other thing I'm doing today is, you can't tell, but that's our red Colt hook. And I got a pack saddle on him this morning, and we're going to pack salt on him for the first time. So we'll be interesting to see how that goes. He was a little froggy this morning putting that pack saddle on him, and I hope he can calm down and do good, but we'll see. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. Had a little rain last night, so it's pretty nice up here. Well, we got up here on this fence looking for a hole. We didn't find any holes in the fence, but we did find a pile of cows up here right in the corner. We can hear some on the other side of the fence. So we're gonna just bump these cows out of here and just get them off of this fence where they're just kind of laying on it. Cow's been trying to hide on us the whole time. Jaden's finally had enough of her. And kick her butt over here. Right, there are a lot of good things about packing this horse with these panniers on him through this oak brush. Makes lots of noise, gets him desensitized to things, and gets him used to working cows. So that's a plus of packing these colts like this. We'll do this a lot before we get on, especially before we start riding, like out here like this. Okay, so we drove up the road a little ways, found another group of cows we need to put back in. And we got the hook out, and I put salt. Jaden and I put salt in each pannier. We got one block. So that'll get him some weight on each side. Be about 100 pounds, which will be plenty good. He can handle that, no problem. But it gives him a chance to have that weight on his sides. Feel that for a minute. And so anyway, and then I'm going to let him kind of just go down the road on his own when we get going here. And we'll let him push cows. So I just turned him loose like that, you know, so now he has his head and I'm not leading him around. And I like doing that because he follows good, but also because it allows him to think. Now he has to think about where he's going, about where he's putting his feet, about the cows, about everything. And I'm not the one dragging him around, so that's why I like doing it that way. Also, we have a bull right here, right in front of me, that has hoof rot in his front right. So we're gonna get him down here and we're gonna doctor him. It means we're gonna have to rope him and give him a shot. If we don't, it just gets worse and worse and he'll have a miserable summer. But anyway, we're gonna do that right when we get him through the gate down here in about a mile or so. Okay, so looking at this bull a little closer, it is not hoof rot. It's up in that knee. He's hurt his knee. Knee's all swollen up, and so yeah, we will not be giving him a shot because that wouldn't help anything. But that's what's happened to him, darn it. Now making a ride back to the trailer. Got those cows just off on a little trail down there. Got the gate closed. Old Hook, he did pretty good today. We're happy. Well, his education today was pretty dang good, and he did all right. He's going to need quite a bit more, but good start. Okay, now we're going to go turn our horses loose in the horse pasture. So we are definitely looking forward to that. All right, he worked up a sweat. So one other thing we do in our daily work is we farm a little bit. And not a lot, but yes, cowboys farm too. So we got a good rainstorm and it put a lot of moisture in the ground, and so we're working up some dirt that we're gonna plant later this fall for horse pasture. So that's what I'm doing today.